Hello, I'm Peter Towers, Managing Director of DSS BIZTOOLS. Welcome to this overview of Business Plus edition 237. We have some interesting articles in this month's newsletter for you to distribute to your clients and your prospects to inform them of the advisory services that you can offer to your clients. We start with systems help SMEs survive. This is very important, and it's basically suggesting that you should be communicating to your clients about the way that the big end of town run businesses. In my experience, as a former chief financial officer, company secretary of a listed public company, they break it down into a series of small businesses, put an area manager in control, normally with an accountant or a very experienced office manager, and they look after the activities. And the key aim is to receive daily reports, which might relate to turnover, gross profit percentage, wastage, boning room yields or yields of whatever product they're producing, weekly profitability and performance report, which is very important because that enables those companies to immediately highlight if a problem occurred. If there was an expectation of a gross profit percentage of 36% and they only got 22%, they immediately start looking. And that looking would start on Tuesday, 2 days after the end of the month. And then we have the monthly financial accounts that are compared to the budget. Yes, they've already prepared a budget for each individual business operation. That's what I'm talking about when I'm talking about the systems help SMEs to survive. And we start with the leadership team, making sure people are filling the various jobs. So that's summarized there in the paper for you to talk to your clients. Preparing your business vision. I think it's very important that the team have identified who is this business, what's this business trying to achieve. It's a preamble to the preparation of the business plan, because the business plan should be a living document. And once the business plan is prepared, we then can move into the predictive accounting reports, budgets, key drivers, cash flow forecasts, and projected balance sheets are all vital for the business to have, whether they're a sole trader, a partnership, trust, or a company. They need to have these financial projections. And the budgets and cash flows should be the interpretation in financial terminology of what's contained within the business plan. And we also raise there some of the other matters they might want to think about where they're going to get the funding for the business. Does it require raising capital or borrowing money? If they're going to borrow money, have they got enough security? Quality time to think is important. This is very important. In the day-to-day rush to get things done, the interruptions, phone calls, the continual flow of emails, it can be very difficult for all of us. But primarily we're talking about our SME clients now, the SMEs to sit down and really think about the business. And when they're thinking, I think they should be working through a list. They'd start off with the business plan, then look at, in the business plan, they've got to think about customers and suppliers and their team, the team being trained, the premises, the products and services, and so on. So this is a good indication that you can give to your clients. What does it mean this week or this month we're featuring days creditors outstanding, days debtors days outstanding. Both figures are crucial in a business, making sure your client understands what's been budgeted and what the actual figures are. Avoiding the pitfalls in starting a business. This is an article for those of your clients who are thinking about starting a business. There are pitfalls. There's an enormous failure rate. In fact, the managing director of MYOB recently was published in the Financial Review, and he indicated that most businesses start off with a great idea, a vision. They know where they're going to go. But after 6 months, they hit a brick wall. He said, because they don't understand financial management. They don't understand financial management. That's an area that I think you should be involved in communicating with your clients, to make sure they understand that whilst they might start off with a fair bit of money that they're putting into the business, they need to have worked with you on the preparation of budgets and cash flow forecasts in particular, to ensure that they understand the impact of the build-up of inventories, the demand from suppliers for prompt payment, especially for new businesses just starting off, the build-up of money owed by businesses through debtors. If they're dealing with consumers, that's probably all right. But if they're dealing with businesses, they'll have to give credit in most cases. And suddenly they find that their debtors' days outstanding's blown out to 40 to 50 days, and yet their suppliers are insisting on payment within 7 or 14 days because they're a new account. What's that mean to their business? So that's one of the pitfalls of starting a business, and hopefully that will assist you to have a discussion with your client. And the final article is on the stock mix, because I mentioned that in a video last week, and someone sent me an email and said, well, what do you mean by the stock mix? And I think we need to make sure our clients do understand this. They will definitely have star products, or they probably shouldn't be in business. That's something that they expect to sell a lot of at a very attractive markup. But not many businesses can run solely with stars. They also have cash cows, products that you've basically got to have if you're going to get customers through your door. They're high volume but low markups. You couldn't run a business just with cash cows either. You wouldn't make enough money. And then there's the problem lines. Probably last year's fashion, but this year's the ladies aren't wearing yellow, they're wearing red or whatever. So what do you do with that stock? I think your client should clear it out as soon as they can. And then we got the disaster lines. Those stock items that everyone denies purchasing. And beware of automatic repurchasing programs on computers if your client's utilising a computer program for their stock orders. Because I've seen some horrible situations where someone's struggled over 3 or 4 years to get rid of some stock that they don't know why they got, and then they look up and here's a new order arrived because the computer systems reordered it. So hopefully this will give you some interesting thoughts for discussions with your customers next week and the week after. Why don't you read the Business Plus before you do anything else with it now, and write down which of your clients you think might be interested in those various articles. We're trying to give you a cross mix again so that you can talk to different clients. And then send out the newsletter to them. And next week, probably around Thursday or Friday, give them a phone call and ask them if they read that article. And do they want to have a discussion? Do they want to talk to you about it? Because this is the way you market and ultimately sell advisory services to your clients. Stay safe. Have a great day. Goodbye.